overcoming the hump for franchise quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes has owned the AFC for the last 8 seasons. He's been in the Super Bowl 5 or 6 times now. Allen, Jackson, Burrow, we kind of went
And
over
can we
this,
say that
but
again? Like, just I think people have to understand like what you had just said. Like 5 straight AFC championships, right?
8 straight AFC
Oh,
championships.
H, yes, yes.
Those are the Super Bowls we're talking
Yes,
about.
yes. So 8 straight. Like these are video game numbers. So for anyone to even think of the idea of having anyone above him is ridiculous. Right now, we and anyone in sports media should be having a conversation about who's number 2. Number 1 is 15. I'm not even going to say his name because everyone knows who I'm talking about when I say 15. It's 15. Then it's who's next.
No, I mean, I didn't think this was a discussion either, to be frank with you. Like, I didn't think apparently it is, right? Because recency bias and the MVPs, like, they're very exciting, but there were years where Brady was outplayed. There were years where Matt Ryan won the MVP, where Cam Newton won the MVP. Nobody at that time was saying, "I would take any other
No,
quarterback over Brady."
and here's my one thing for that. This is what silences it all. If if the Kansas City Chiefs were to get on the phone and say, "We will do a straight up trade with either Cincinnati, the Ravens, or Buffalo, QB for QB," none of those teams are saying no. None of those teams are saying no. Patrick Mahomes has separated himself in the biggest of moments, time and time again, against all 3 of these quarterbacks, because there's this thing of like everyone is better than Patrick Mahomes until it's time to be better than Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen has tried and tried again. I'm sorry to all Bills fans,
You're all good.
but you're not getting over that hump.
He's 17-4 in the playoffs, by the way.
And
And I know wins aren't I don't consider them as a quarterback stat because I just completely hate it, but they carry some weight.
yeah,
Super Bowls, winning, playoff wins, they carry some weight. It's not the be all end all. And I'm not going to move the goalposts here for this guy, here for this guy, but th- listen, 3 Super Bowls, 8 straight conference championships. To say that doesn't mean anything and throw it out the window and Josh Allen and Lamar have played better, it's like, how could you be so disloyal to someone that has produced and is absolutely the next guy up, is the next face of the league? Nobody has told me Josh Allen's the face of the league except Bills fans, and they're like understandable, right? It's the same thing with Lamar.
it's because sports fans get so bored with having somebody on top for so long. We have seen it with LeBron James. It's always okay, who's the next guy to be who's the next guy to be a better basketball player than LeBron James? They just keep on looking for it. It's not going to happen. And it's the same thing that's happening with Patrick Mahomes. Who is the next quarterback? Like, because we are so sick of seeing him. But you cannot deny the numbers. He just played in his 3rd straight Super Bowl. I don't think people understand how hard that is to do in the NFL. Like, yes, he only won 2, right? But listen to what I'm saying. Like, he only won 2.
Yeah.
Like out of those 3 years, he won 2. Like, he is doing things that I am afraid a large amount of fans now will not be able to appreciate until he's gone. And it's going to be the same thing with Tom Brady because I see it now. Everyone's saying, "Oh, I loved the Patriots and Tom Brady. They won and did it the right way." I'm a Patriots fan. I've been a Patriots fan. When Tom Brady was in the league on the Patriots, nobody liked us. Check on social media. Everyone hated us. They said all these things, but now that he's retired, now they're able to remove like the hate, and then they're able to see greatness. And now they're just making the same mistake again with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. And like the whole idea of overcoming the hump for Allen, Jackson, and Burrow, like the reality is, Deshaun, there are limited years where Burrow, Jackson, and Allen will get shots at a Super Bowl because Mahomes and the Chiefs are in the AFC. And that's just the reality of it, right? Burrow already got his shot. So is it possible that he returns? Definitely. Like, I'm not counting that out. He's
Absolutely.
very young. Like, his career has 10 more years of elite performance until we can definitively say no more Super Bowl for Burrow. But there are limited time slots for quarterbacks to win in the NFL. And 10 to 15 years seems like a lot, but when you have a dynasty in front of you and a team that just won't go away in the playoffs and is usually playing at home in the playoffs, in a hostile environment, it's tough.
It's
So
hard
to
to beat
get
them.
over the hump for Allen, Jackson, and Burrow, if there's a time where the Chiefs would seemingly be beat up, it would be right now. Like, they've had so much dominance, and after their third trip to the Super Bowl, you'd think the team is kind of beat up right now. Travis Kelce's getting a little older. I think right now maybe it's the time Allen or Lamar squeaks through and gets their shot, but people got to realize there's limited shots, and the window is going to be really small for both Allen, Lamar, and if Burrow even makes it. And that's completely discounting everything else we've talked about. CJ Stroud, Justin Herbert, any other elite quarterback in that conference is a complete write-off for me, because even the three behind Mahomes can't get the job done. So, I mean, if that's not a big enough discussion to have about Mahomes being at number one and all these other guys just trying to overcome that, I don't know what is.